right off the top, I have this question I've been wanting to ask you, and it's been coming up a lot with my friends, in my family, even with myself as I process. And so I just want your thoughts because it seems to me that we're out of the pandemic, but there are days that I feel like it didn't even happen. And then there are days I feel the trauma and grief and the change of what had happened. As I'm thinking about resilient life, how do we process this?
I think that's a fairly universal experience.
Okay.
And it's very hard for us as humans to really be able to register the impact of what has happened because we've all been changed. All of us have been changed, and we all are carrying in some way the trauma of what happened. And it's this combination of, well, the actual traumatic things that happened as a result of that experience, or the collective trauma of that experience and the individual trauma of that experience. And then also new ways of viewing things where maybe there were conflicts that came up because of the pandemic that caused us to view relationships and even institutions differently. But then we also were snapped out of a kind of sleep, many of us too, in terms of not taking things for granted anymore, and a reordering of our priorities. For many of us, our lives took completely new directions. Like as a result of the pandemic and my husband having a catastrophic accident during the pandemic, I am now in this mental health education, burnout prevention space full time, which was something I'd worked towards for 20 years. And so my dream came true. But as a result of this incredible uptick in mental health needs. And so it's like great yet terrible at the same time. And I think many of us had those experiences. Yeah. And so I think re-anchoring to those different areas, which I know you're planning to talk about, which the book is based on, that if we reconnect to what's most important and reorient our goals and even how we spend our time to those main areas, I think it really will help us to kind of reorient our ships in the direction that we want to go, and bringing with us everything that we have learned and experienced, but also moving forward in strength and well-being and clarity and purpose. And that will help a lot, I think.